Beast of Reincarnation is the latest game from Game Freak that proves that no matter what they make, animal fighting is gonna be a feature. The game follows Emma and her malefact coup as they travel towards the capital, taking out and absorbing Nushi along the way. The gameplay can be described as Souls-like, but I found that playing on normal difficulty is extremely easy once you've learned the combat mechanics of the game. This is especially true because there's only about 10 or so unique enemy types in the game, and only about 6 or 7 boss types, so you learn their movesets pretty quickly. And once you've learned the enemy attack patterns, the game becomes relatively trivial. Don't go into this game expecting complex combat or in-depth character builds either. There's only one weapon type in the game, and a simple parry and dodge system. Think less Dark Souls and more Assassin's Creed. After every boss you do get a new combat trick, but I found that I would try it once or twice, then just go back to my original playstyle. And unfortunately, as cool as having a wolf sidekick is, Ku doesn't help gameplay much either. During fights he hits enemies with basic attacks, can toss you health regens, and even place landmines. Or you can hit triangle and bring up an attack menu to hit enemies with special attacks, but generally I chose to stick to the health regen and bind move. But sometimes the bind doesn't even work and the enemy smacks you in the face anyways. And the game tricks you when you first start playing. The starting area is decently sized and open to allow for exploration, and I was under the impression that most areas would be like this. Progressively throughout the game, each new area gets more and more linear until you're at chapter 11 and all you do is run up a hill fighting enemies along the way. I would like to believe that this decision is to blend the gameplay and story together for a complete experience. At the start of the game, Emma only has vague information about her goals and the journey to accomplish said goals, hence the very open area at the beginning. And as Emma learns more about the context and importance of her journey, her focus narrows towards that end goal, and thus the levels become more narrow and focused. But I know that's bullshit because Emma spends the entire game confused about everything going on. Every bit of dialogue that she has is just her repeating the last word that the other character just said. She just sounds confused about what the hell they mean. Or she just repeats their name because she has to remind herself of who the fuck she's talking to because this character is very, very dumb. But despite her social awkwardness and lack of comprehension skills, I still found her really likable. It's just something about knowing that there's not a single thought behind that blank stare throughout the entirety of the game. All of the other characters I found extremely likable as well. I always enjoyed going back to the Cleanse Walker, which is your very cramped hub area, just to talk to the other characters. If there is one thing I can say about this game is that it has a lot of charm to it. Even the music is surprisingly catchy, even though there's not much variety to it. And finally, I'll talk about the graphics. I was hoping to see a stunning game since Game Freak was developing a game on something other than the Switch, but damn was I disappointed. Don't get me wrong, the game doesn't look bad, but it also looks like it could have released on the Switch 2 with no performance issues. Overall, I'm giving Beast of Reincarnation a 7 out of 10. If you are thinking about picking it up, go ahead and give it a try. Unfortunately, you won't find in-depth gameplay here, but you will find a story and world that will draw you in. As always, I want to thank everyone that has liked, commented, and subscribed, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out.